Hello everybody, today I have a spicy Pilates Ball workout. We're focusing on your glutes with some legs and some core. It's going to be a good one. Let's get started. So we're going to start with some squats to warm up the body. So we're just going to inhale, circle the arms up, exhale, let it go. Inhale, circle the arms up, exhale, let it go. A few more. Remember to keep that back straight, T-zone tight. If you don't know what I mean by your T-zone, please refer to my Pilates Basics video linked below. This one, I want you to keep the arms up. You're going to grab onto one wrist, stretch up and across, stretching the side body. Beautiful. And then come back to center, grab the other wrist, stretch up and across. You should feel a nice side body stretch. Beautiful. Okay, we're just going to come down on your mat and do a hip flexor stretch. So you're going to tuck your tailbone under and then lunge slightly forward. You can lift up that back, the arm of the back leg, stretch it up, feeling a nice stretch through the hip flexor. And then we're going to go across to feel a nice side body stretch. Good, really tuck that tailbone under so you're not arching the back. We want to stretch the front of the leg. Beautiful, back to center and let's swap sides. Arm goes up and then tuck the tailbone, lunge forward and then stretch across. Good, remember to keep those shoulders pulling back and down. Beautiful. Good, back to center. And then we're going to go into your all four position and do some cat cows. All right, so cat cows, you're going to exhale, arch the back up. And then inhale, reverse it, eyes come to the front of the mat. Exhale, arch the back up, stretching through each vertebra. And then inhale, release the other way. Eyes to the front of the mat, shoulders back and down. And again. Just warming up and stretching the body, getting ready for our spicy workout today. Good. One more. Remember to keep your core tight. Remember not to work through any pain today. You should feel no pain through your hips, neck, back, or any joints. If you do, please stop the exercise. You can maybe readjust or come back to a simpler exercise. Okay, from here, we're going to go into a thread the needle. So inhale, keep the T-zone tight, don't arch the back. Exhale, thread that hand through behind the wrist and then come all the way down so your cheek is on the mat. Good, push through your other hand, lift it up. Inhale. And then exhale, thread it through. Try to keep your hips over your knees. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And then place that hand back where you got it. Let's do the other side. Inhale, open. Shoulders back and down. Exhale, thread that hand through. Inhale and exhale. Again, trying to keep the hips over the knees. You're just rotating through the spine, so make sure you're keeping the ribs to hips so you're not arching through that lower back. You should feel a nice stretch through the upper back. And let's place that hand back where you got it. Okay, let's grab your Pilates ball. I lost mine. And we're going to place it between the thighs and stay in that quadruped position. Just warming up the core and the whole body. So knees under your hips, hands under your shoulders, lift the spine. So there's no sagging. You're going to lift up and keep that neutral spine. So there's a nice straight line from the crown of the head to the hips. From here, we're going to tuck the toes under, T-zone tight, squeeze on the ball slightly, and then we're just going to lift the knees and lower. So lift, keep the core tight and lower. Excellent. Make sure that head's not sagging. Good. Draw the ribs to hips, keep that core tight, and just pushing the ground away, keeping that neutral spine. Good. Let's go 2 more. Good. Hold the next one up, and then we're just going to squeeze on the ball just slightly. So exhale to squeeze, inhale to release, exhale to squeeze, inhale to release. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back, tap, and then you're going to come up and just do little pulses for 10, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. All right, let's grab that ball and we're going to place the ball under the foot. So I've got mine under the right foot, back into that all 4 quadruped position. We're going to lift the spine, push the ground away. Now we're going to push slightly into that ball and then extend that other leg, the left leg. From here, we're going to see if we can extend the right arm. From here, we're going to tap the ground and then come back up. Keep the spine still. Keep that T-zone tight. Tap and then lift without arching the back. So we really want to keep the rib to hip connection. Squeezing the glute to lift the leg. Good, keeping the shoulders pulling back and down. Keeping the hand under the shoulder. Core tight. 3, 2, hold this one up and we're going to pulse. Keep everything super still. Shoulders pulling back and down. Lift the spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep them up and then we're going out to the side. Back to center. Exhale out to the side. Back to center. Really good work. Balance. Push that back leg, the right leg into the ball to stabilize. Keep the spine super still. Nothing should be moving but your limbs. You got 4, you got 3, you got 2. Last one. Keep the limbs long and bring it back to center and put them back on the ground. Let's swap legs. So we'll roll the ball to the other foot. Exactly the same thing. Lift the spine, nice neutral position. Push the foot into the ball. Now we're going to extend the right leg and left arm. Nice and long. T-zone tight, ribs in, push the ground away. You're going to tap the ground and lift. Tap and lift. Good. Really stabilizing the body. Pulling the shoulders back and down. Remember, we want to keep the body in a nice neutral position where all the muscles are firing correctly. Good. So you don't want that back to arch. You don't want the head to sag. You don't want the shoulders to come up near your ears. So pull them back and down. Keep the ribs to hip. Good. 3, 2. Hold this one up and we're pulsing. Good. Tummy tight. Make sure you're not feeling this through your lower back. 3, 2, and 1. Hold and then out to the side, back to center. Out to the side, back to center. Really good work. Stay with it. 5. Are you feeling the glutes and core? 3. Shoulders. 2. And 1. Fabulous work. Excellent. You warm? I hope so. All right, we're going into some glute work. So we're going to lay on your back. Reminds me why I fixed my clicky mat. All right, we're going to have the ball in between the thighs. Roll it down. Make sure it's nice and securely between those inner thighs. Okay, we're going into a pelvic curl. So we want to tuck the tailbone and roll the spine up 1 vertebra at a time and come up. So there's a nice straight line from the knees to the shoulders. We're not extending the back like this. Rib to hip connection. Inhale here, exhale to roll it back down, one vertebra at a time. Inhale at the bottom, exhale to roll it back up. Slightly squeezing on that ball and getting nice articulation through each vertebra. Exhale to come up, inhale at the top, exhale to roll down, inhale at the bottom. Beautiful work, keep these going. Really squeeze the glutes, push through the heels. You should be feeling those glutes warming up, firing. Core tight, might have a little bit of a stretch through the front of the thigh, that's good. So you want to squeeze those glutes up as high as you can without arching the back. Remember, keep your core tight. Good. Let's hold this next one at the top. Again, pushing through the heels. We're going to dip the hips halfway down and then up. Dip, then up. 7, 6, 5, 4. Remember to take the rest whenever you need today. Listen to your body. 3, 2, and 1. Hold at the top. We're going to squeeze on the ball. Exhale. Inhale to release. Keep those hips high. Keep squeezing your glutes. Squeeze on the ball. Release. Ribs in. Hips are up. You got 5 more. 5, 4, 3. Are you feeling these glutes? 2 and 1. Excellent. And let's slowly roll it back down, one vertebra at a time. Fabulous work. Let's grab the ball. This time we are going to do the same pelvic curls with your feet on the ball. Now just remember, if this is too much, no problems. Go back to the first exercise with the pelvic curls with the ball in between the thighs. Okay, otherwise feet on the ball. T-zone tight, hands out to the side. You're going to exhale, slowly roll the hips up, one vertebra at a time. Inhale at the top, exhale to roll it down, one vertebra at a time. Inhale at the bottom. Good. Knees should be slightly, they should be in, not all the way together, slightly apart. Beautiful. Aren't these fun? Exhale to roll it up. Inhale at the top, exhale to roll it down. Are your shoulders relaxing back and down? Your T-zone is tight. You should be feeling this through the back of the legs and the glutes. Good, and the core should be firing. Stabilize the hips and the spine. Lovely, we've only got 2 to go. One vertebra at a time, rolling it up and rolling it down. Last one. Let's roll it all the way down and then come back up, and then we're going to hold this position. Exhale to open the knees. Inhale to bring it back to center. Exhale, inhale, so the knees are separating slightly, then coming back in. Keep those glutes firing. You got 5 more. Exhale out, inhale in. 4, 3, take the rest whenever you need today. 2 and 1. Come back to center, knees in the middle. Then we're going to roll the ball in slightly, roll it out. Good. 6. You got 5, 4, 3. Little hamstring curls. That's it. 3, 2, and 1. And roll it back down, one vertebra at a time. Well done. Give those knees a little hug. Hopefully the ball isn't rolling down far. I'm going to gently roll it up, grab the ball with your hands, and then we're going to roll it down one vertebra at a time and come onto your sides. Okay, so we're going to do some side glute work, laying on your side. We're going to pop the Pilates ball underneath your ribs. This is just here, not to lean on, but to remind you to keep the ribs up. We want a nice neutral spine. A lot of people like to sag their spine when they're in this position. We want to lengthen, push that top hip away so the glutes can fire properly. Now the elbow is directly under your shoulders. With the hips stacked, make sure you're not pushing on the ball. You're lifting your body, pushing the ground away. Okay, T-zone tight, squeeze those heels together. Exhale, open, inhale to release, squeezing these outer glutes. Beautiful. Now there should be a nice straight line from the shoulder through the glutes to the feet. So you can line yourself at the back of the mat just to know you're in a nice straight line. Exhale to open, inhale to release. Now try to keep everything super still. To make it harder, you can lift the knee higher, but you just don't want to rotate the hips to get that leg back. Keep the hips stacked, nice and still. Beautiful. Couple to go. Exhale, inhale, exhale. The shoulders pulling back and down. You're not sagging on the ball. Remember to lift. It's there to provide some feedback. The ball should not be getting squashed. Okay, next one, we're going to extend that leg long. We're going to do some circles. So circling that leg without the hips moving. Good. So exhale for a few circles, inhale for a few circles. Beautiful work. Oh, that sun's getting me again. Fabulous. Circle, firing up these outer glutes, shoulders back and down. Is the ball round or is it squashed? Beautiful. Let's reverse the circles. Really good. Keep that leg no lower than hip height. Keep the leg long, point those toes, lengthen the body. Make sure those glutes are doing the work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg in. We're going to inhale, flex the foot back, exhale, circle it around like you're riding a bicycle. Exhale, inhale. Keep the hips still. To make it harder, the bicycle can be bigger as long as the hips are not moving. Beautiful. A few to go. You got 3. Shoulders back and down. 2. At any time today, if the upper body in this position is tired, you can remove the ball and lay all the way down. Again, stacking the hips, gap between the waist and the floor. Okay, otherwise, they are done. This time, we're going to place the ball behind the knee. Okay, shoulders back and down. We're going to exhale, lift the leg, inhale to lower. Just going to get in the shade a little bit more. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Good work. Shoulders back and down. Hope you're having a great day so far. I had to get a video in today. The weather here in Sydney is absolutely divine. Okay, next one, you're going to hold up. We're going to tap the knees, inhale, exhale, tap the heels. Inhale, exhale. Again, keeping everything super still. Push that top hip away. Again, you've got the option to lay the body down if the upper body, the neck or the shoulders are fatiguing. Good. Inhale to tap, exhale. 3 to go. 2 and 1. Excellent. Keep that knee where it is. We're going to roll over and go into some donkey kicks in the quadruped position. So again, lift the ground, lift the body away from the ground. We're going to hover that knee and then flex that foot back. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Feeling those glutes work. The glute on the bottom leg stabilizing, the glute of the top leg, moving leg to lift that leg. Squeezing on the ball slightly. Got an ant on my finger. Excellent. Good. One more. You're going to squeeze the glute, lower. Now make sure your weight is through that back stabilizing knee. You're not dumping in the hands. Hold this leg up. Now we're going to exhale, squeeze on the ball, inhale to release. Really focusing, keeping the rib to hip connection so you're not arching the back. You want to lift, lengthen the spine. Good. Exhale to squeeze on the ball, inhale to release. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. You're doing so good. Exhale. Are you feeling the hamstring, the back of the leg? You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring that knee back to the ground. Keep it where it is. Now make sure your toes are still tucked. We're going to hover the knees And from here, we're going to point that toe with the ball. From here, if this is enough, you can hold. You can even stay in just the knee hover. Otherwise, point the toe. We're going to lift, donkey kick. Good. Only for a few. Good. 4. You got 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back and lower. Nice work. Keep the ball. Grab the ball of that leg. Now step that leg that had the ball forward, holding onto the ball. You're going to come up and we're going to do some lunges, really focusing on that same glute to do the work. Good. So you're going to push through the heels, squeeze your glute, and drive back up. Really good. Awesome. 2 and 1. Now step the feet closer. That back leg is going to stay long, pointed toe, and just have it hovering above the ground. Bend this front leg slightly and grab the ball with that hand. We're going to keep those hips super still. The spine stays nice and still. Exhale to lift, inhale to release. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Good. Nice straight line through that spine. Again, making sure the ribs aren't flaring, the back isn't sagging, rib to hip. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Really good. How good are these Pilates balls? I love Pilates ball workouts. Awesome. 1 more. Lovely. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab the ball with both hands. We're going to straighten those arms nice and long. Lift that back foot. We're going to go all the way down or halfway, whatever you can do, and up. Keeping the knee in line with that foot. Make sure it's not collapsing in. The back leg is long. The spine is long. Are you feeling that front glute work? You got 4 more. 3, mine is burning. 2, and 1. Well done. Woo! Shake it out. Nice work. All right, we've got to do that all on the other side. I'm going to be in the sun, not how I planned. Mind me, just move a little bit. Okay, we've got the clams on the other side. So we're going to put the ball underneath for some feedback. Squeeze those heels together, push that top hip away. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Really good. Good. Make sure there's a nice straight line, the shoulder, the elbow, the hip, and the feet. Squeezing those heels together. Nice long spine. Make sure the ball is not getting squashed. Shoulders back and down. Stack the hips. If you're laying all the way on the ground, make sure you're still stacking the hips and there's a gap between the waist and the floor. Good. 1 more. Beautiful. Extend that top leg long and we've got circles. Exhale for a few circles. Inhale for a few circles. Lengthen the spine. Shoulders back and down. Make sure you're not squashing your ball. Really good. Good. Shoulders back and down. Let's reverse your circles. Keep that leg no lower than hip height. Don't let it sag to the ground. We want to work it harder. Lift it even higher and further back. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Let's do your bicycles. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Remember to keep the spine nice and long and still. You don't want any movement through your spine. Use that core to stabilize everything. So it's an inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Make sure you're not squashing your ball. You got 3 to go. 3, 2, flex the foot, and 1. Nice work. Grab the ball, place it behind that top knee. Again, lift and lengthen. I'm going to lift that top leg on the exhale. Inhale. Lift, exhale, inhale. Good. It's getting warm in the sun. Make sure your core is tight, all zipped up. Push that top hip away. You'll get more glute activation by keeping the hips nice and stacked. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Lift it up again, and we're going to tap the knee, tap the heels. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale. Make sure your leg comes through that horizontal position. Good. 3, 2, last one. Nice work. Keep the ball where it is. Let's roll over onto your hands and knees. From here, lift the upper spine, shoulders back and down, and T-zone tight. Hover that knee, inhale, T-zone, exhale. You're going to squeeze on the ball slightly and lift the leg. Flex that foot back, lead with your heels. Again, the hips and the spine should not be moving. When the leg comes back towards the ground, the knee should just be hovering. If it's any higher, you know your hips have swayed off to the side. So you want to keep the hips nice and square. Imagine there's a glass of wine or a nice fancy handbag on your back. You don't want to lose it. Sorry, I was pointing my toe. Flex that foot back. Good. 2 more. 1. Let's hold this next one up, and then we're going to squeeze on the ball and release. Exhale to squeeze, inhale to release. Good. Feeling the back of the wet leg work. I'm losing my ball. Let me reset it. Exhale to squeeze, inhale to release. You want to work a harder squeeze on the ball more. Remember to draw the belly button towards your spine. Don't let the back sag. Keep that nice neutral position. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Lower that leg down. Untuck the toes. Hover the knees just off the ground. Hold this position if you can. Let's donkey kick in this position. Really good. You don't have many. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Lower and release. Fabulous. Grab the ball, and then we're going to step that leg forward. Beautiful. Let's come up and lunge, pushing through that front glute. Really good. How are those legs and glutes going? You know what's coming. You got 3, 2, 2, 1. Good. Stand. Bring that back leg closer, holding the ball. Same hand as that front leg. Point that back toe. Keep the spine nice and long. Ribs in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. To make it harder, bend that front leg more. Good balance. And keep that knee straight, in line with the toe. You don't want the knee to sag in. We want these glutes to do their job. Good. 3, 2, 1. Let's hold. 5, 4, 3. Make sure your ribs are in. 2 and 1. Excellent. Let's grab the ball with both hands. We're going to bend that leg and hover that back leg up off the ground. Let's go. Oh, keep your balance. Good. Awesome. Core tight, hips stay square. You got 4 to go. 4, 3, you got 2, and 1. Woo! Shake it out. Ooh, nice work. Okay, we're going to come down and do some more leg work, hitting these thighs. So we're going to put the ball between the inner thighs. Really tuck your tailbone under, ribs to hips. Arms are going to go out in front. Inhale, keeping that neutral spine. Exhale. Really keep the rib to hip connection. Good. Inhale to come back. Exhale to come forward. To make it harder, you can hinge further back. Just again, make sure you're not arching through your lower back. Your core is doing a lot of work. Good. If you want to make these harder, we're going to add an arm opening. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Nice work. Inhale, exhale. Great work. Keep the rib to hip connection. Keep your butt tucked under. Good. You got 3 to go. 3. Good. Shoulders stay pulling back and down. 2. And 1. Okay, we want to make it harder. We're going to hinge back, arms go up, then forward, and then forward. Really good. Remember, you can stay with the ones we started at the beginning, just hinging back and forward. Otherwise, if you're staying with me, really keeping the rib to hip connection. Good. Shoulders staying back and down. You got 2 to go. You're doing amazing. Those thighs should be working. And done. Nice work. Whew. Let's come down into a little prayer stretch. Stretching those arms long, sinking your hips down to your feet. Good. Are you puffing? All right, coming back up. We're going to do some core to finish. All right, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Keep the ball between your thighs. We're going to actually bring your hands up forward in front of your thighs. Just bring your hands up forward in front of your shoulders a little bit. From here, bring your chest over your hands, and we're going to hover the knees off the ground. So keep that T-zone tight. We're going to tap the knees and exhale to lift. At any time, you can always come back to this knee plank position. Just remember, lifting the spine, no sagging through the spine. Lift. All right, otherwise, exhale to lift, inhale to tap. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Only a few to go. Inhale, keep zipping up your core, belly button to spine, ribs to hips, lift the spine. Shoulders pulling back and down. 3, 2, let's go. 1, come up and hold. You've got it. 5, 4, push the ground away. Lift. 3, 2, and lower. 1. Well done. Roll those shoulders out. Beautiful work. To think I got here early to get the shade. And now I'm in the sun and it's sweating up a storm. But that's okay, we're nearly finished. We're going to lay on your back, holding onto the ball, roll it down 1 vertebra at a time. We're going to lift the ball and place it under your bum, under your hips, not your lower back. At any time, you can remove the ball if you don't like it there. Have your hands out to the side. Zip up your core, and we're going to bring up 1 leg at a time into tabletop. Let's stay and focus on stillness first. So try not to wobble. Check your shoulders are pulling back and down. Stabilize. From here, we're going to go into toe taps. Make sure there's no arching through your lower back. Exhale to tap. Inhale to bring it back. Exhale. Inhale. Really zip up those core muscles. Try to keep that body nice and still. Lovely work. Now that sun has got me good. So if you want to make it harder, we're going to extend the leg longer along the ground. To make it harder, you go lower and further. To make it easier, you go higher and not as far. Again, keeping those hips nice and stable. The core has to work super hard. Good. If you want to add on, let's bring the hands up. You can have the elbows to the side, just on the ground, or all the way up. Or again, the option is to keep the arms fully on the ground. Oh, this is nice. It's shading my head. So from here, we're going to go into those toe taps again. And if you want to add on with me, we're going to extend the opposite arm. Good. Good. And make it harder again. Really lengthen those limbs. So really lengthening the leg. Just remember, you should not feel this through your lower back. These are our last exercises. We are nearly there. You're doing amazing today. So proud of you. Hope you're feeling super proud of yourself for showing up today. You're doing amazing. Okay, if you want to add on, we're going to squeeze the legs together and then do double legs with double arms. Good, just for a few. Keep stable on the ball. Make sure it's all core, no back. Awesome. You got 3 to go. Good. No arching through the back. 2. Last one. Excellent. We're going to finish off with your leg stretch for a nice hamstring stretch to finish off. So it's exhale, exhale, swap the legs. Exhale. Good. Exhale. Exhale. So 2 little pulses with 2 exhale, exhale, puff, puff. Good. The last exercise today. You have done so well, so well. I hope you are feeling amazing. You got 4. Make sure your hips aren't rocking. 3, 2, and 1. Hug those knees in. And we're going to place one leg on the ground, the other, lift the hips up, remove the ball, and then roll it all the way down. Well done. Okay, let's go into a bit more of a stretch. We'll do your glutes. Cross one leg over, flex that foot back, thread your hands through, grab the thigh, and relax the body onto the ground. I did not put sunscreen on today, and I am probably getting burnt. Good, so feeling the stretch to the glutes. Nice. And let's swap legs. Crossing the other leg over, flexing that foot back, stretching out the other glute. Are you feeling as good as I am? I hope you are. Good, shoulders relaxing back and down. Inhale, T-zone, exhale, see if you can stretch a little further. And release. Let's gently roll it up. Sitting up nice and tall through the spine, grabbing the back of the legs. And we're just going to stretch between the shoulder blades. So sitting up still through your lower back. I don't want you to sag through your lower back, sitting up tall, but then stretching out the upper back without dumping into the lower back. Feeling the stretch between those shoulder blades. Keep the tummy tight. Did amazing today. Awesome. And coming up to sitting, we're going to go into your mermaid stretch. So sitting up tall on your butt cheeks. One foot is up next to the other. You can grab the ball, you can leave it. Now you're going to grab the ball, inhale, and then exhale, stretch over, feeling a nice stretch to the side body. Just remember to go up before you go over. Nice lateral flexion. Good. Inhale to come back up. Exhale to go over. You can use this hand to push that leg away as well. Good. Last one. Exhale. And inhale. Beautiful. Let's swap it over. Sitting up nice and tall on those sit bones. I like to move my butt cheeks out the way. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale. Good, last one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stretch it over, keeping both glutes on the mat. And you are done. I hope you enjoyed that. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Oh, and remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video.